Hey people, it's been a while since I showed my face, but I've been doing a lot of Elden Ring. I'm actually 8 hours away from reaching 1,000 hours in Elden Ring, and I'm gonna do that 8 hours tomorrow or sometime in the weekend, but I'm gonna do that. Anyway, today's a little special. A little is maybe an understatement. Today's July 12th. Only one of the most important dates in Skibidi Hibi. This is the day when the spiral Matai day. And it's 4:59, so we're 13 minutes before the jump, so let's get this started. I'm gonna do a reread of Down the Rabbit Hole 2 as much as I can. I'm not gonna continue. I'm gonna try to read as much as I can today, and I'm not gonna continue more than that. I'll probably do another one on the day the world ends. I don't know, man. I'll think about it. Maybe I'll do Jabberwocky 3 or something, Jabberwocky 2 or something, or some shit. I'll think about it. Yeah, I'll probably do one of the endings probably on the day the world ends. But today is July 12th and a Friday sky. So it's actually a wonderful sky out here. So yeah, let's load up Down the Rabbit Hole 2. No, let's start out with Down the Rabbit Hole. I can't fully remember which choice leads to Down the Rabbit Hole 2, but I loaded up like a flow chart. So fair enough, plug that up. I think I'll probably load Hill of Sunflowers on fucking the day the world ends. Is you know, we read through the Knocking on Heaven's Door, so that's a continuation of Hill of Sunflowers. Anyway, let's go down the rabbit hole. The subject does not belong to the world, but it is the limit of the world. 5.632. The sense of the world must lie outside the world. In the world, everything is as it is and happens as it does happen. In it, there is no value, and if there were, it would be of no value. The LP. A Friday afternoon. There are the final hours of the week. Because of that, the busiest. I was on the rooftop that overlooked the station crowded with people. Seeing all those people caught up within the city's turmoil made the location seem so serene. And anyone loafing around in such a spot at this time of day was either cutting class and meet or me.
やっぱりいい女にはタバコと屋上とそしてひらひら服だわね。
Oh shit, this is peak. This brand of cigarettes isn't very popular, but I prefer the kind no one else smokes. A Friday sky. By the way, this is a reminder if you're in the part of the world where it's still Friday sky. Go take a good look outside. A wonderful sky outside right now. The sky didn't care. It was the weekend. It hadn't changed one bit. The city lying beneath the sky continued with business as usual. Not even an eye was batted. But it had none of the accuracy and beauty of a mechanical clock. Rather, it was just a reoccurring jumbled mess. It was far from beautiful. Well, don't care, man. I just said today's beautiful. At least here. Anyway, lying over it, there was an oppressive sky of deepest blue. It was the same obvious sight that appeared before our eyes every single day. A Monday sky, a Tuesday sky, a Wednesday sky, a Thursday sky, and here before me, a Friday sky. It laid over everything, just like any other day's sky. No one else would think it unusual. But still, just suppose for a moment. Suppose that a person called God does exist. Person? Question mark. And suppose that he decided to make the world in a week. It says so in the Bible after all. I'd want to say, oh my god, would it be so bad if the sky changed color just once a day? Or something like that. There was some meaning behind every day of the week. You could have it at least incorporated that into the design. That's what I think anyway. God has so many angels. Really one of them could have spoken up, right? Why are we starting this kind of discussion with the assumption that God created constantly? Anyway. Or maybe heaven was a one-man show, and God didn't listen to a single word the angel said. Suppose the sky did change colors with the days of the week. It would be convenient in a lot of ways, and to me, it just seemed like it would be fun. But in reality, the color of the sky has nothing to do with this day of the week. It's not like the sky to inspire you red every Tuesday or glitters like gold every Friday. By the way, tell me Monday is white, right? The moon is pretty much white. Wednesdays would be blue, and Thursdays would be brown, or maybe green. Saturday would be like the ground. What about Sunday? On Sunday, the sun could fill the entire sky. Wouldn't that be really hot though? A blue sky on a Friday. The sky didn't care it was the weekend. It hadn't changed one bit. Of course it hadn't. Only because the story of God creating the world in the week is a lie. Yeah, boy. No one like that exists. And even if God does exist, he definitely isn't the kind of hardworking guy who would make the world in just 1 week. He's got to be that kind of guy who would always be saying, it's still a work in progress. I can't see it yet. Hold on a minute, it'll be done soon. The kind of guy who sluggishly works away at something. Or maybe he'll get tired of it halfway through and then say, I shouldn't have never bothered in the first place. Though, if it was the latter, it would mean humanity had already been abandoned. It's you cruel God. How could you? Not that it really matters to me. The Friday sky might be bright blue, might cloud over, or might even be bathed in the sunset amber, depending on the time of the day. The colors of the sky vary without regard for the day of the week. By the way, the sky overhead right at that moment was blue. And there were some clouds, so there were a bit of white too. It felt like the sky was the same as any other, but I wouldn't know what to say if I were asked if it really was the same as the rest of them. It felt the same. I could say nothing more. The sky doesn't change with the days of the week, but there are still plenty of different variations of the same sky. At the very least. There was more variation to the sky above than the city below. The city before me was covered with thick blue blanket of sky.
この体がガキの頃、この屋上から見た景色と今の風景は大して変わり映えしないよな。あそこに団地があって、そこに焼却場の煙突があってさ。そんで。
The faint shape over there in the distance was Mount Fuji. Standing on the high ground like this, you could even see the different wards of the city, faintly.
昭和が描いた明るい未来がここだよ。希望を持って語られたんだからさ。副都心まで電車1本だしな。文句なんてねえす。
I had no complaint. My generation isn't so spoiled that we would complain about it. A wise man once said this.
この国は普通を手に入れるためにずっと頑張ってきたんだ。ってね。
Don't take your day-to-day life for granted. I guess that's what he meant. I really am grateful. But still, there's one other thing I'd say to him. What we see now is all that was left after the bright future they envisioned crumbled to the ground. That bright future had already passed us by. How could something like this show us the way forward? Show us the future? It can't. So, I'm not complaining about anything, but...
あの古くさい団地倒壊しないかな。
God didn't put any effort into designing the sky, but he could at least make that happen, right? If the sky isn't going to change, then at least get rid of those. If God doesn't, people will. Then maybe we'll be able to see a bit of the future. I sincerely doubt that, though. If I'm still alive in 10 or 20 years, when I'm 30 or 40, will this scene have changed at all? Well, it's not like it's going to change from one day to the next. And those apartments suddenly disappeared and the smoke stacks were ripped from the earth. For instance, if the scenery changed like every day, it could only be because lots of people were dying. For instance, that might happen if there was a war, or an earthquake, or if Mars suddenly attacked, or even if we saw the advent of the great king of Agomorphs. In other words, there would have to be some sort of cataclysm. For instance, is sad and imagine a cataclysm hitting the city. An amazing cataclysm. I imagine the sky full of shooting stars, with the ground splitting into two and molten fire erupting from the crevice.
暗すぎだろ。
Not gonna lie, I had those thoughts when I was young. It was a random thought. Anyway. I sat on the roof, looked out at the city, and imagined the end of the world. But for a girl my age, dressed like this, maybe it's normal to think like that. I mean, whatever your dad found as the best dress ever. Anyway. That the world could go to hell, or something like that. Everyone could just go die. I like that. So, well, if you think like that, I'm a perfect specimen. Very well made.
ね
え、君は
Well, Yuki is literally perfect. Anyway.
え
Oh no. I forgot to take my pills. Holy shit. When I turned around, I saw an unfamiliar face. No. Upon closer inspection, it was a face I recognized. We were both in the same class at school. He sat 3 seats diagonally ahead of me. His name was...
え間宮拓司。
なんでこんなところに水上さんがいるの？
なんで君にそんなこと言われなきゃいかんのよ。
いや、そういう意味じゃなくて。
I'm trying to recall. This is the new Yuki, right? Because there were 2 Yuki personalities, and this is the new one. Her birth was exactly during this scene. I can't remember the... Yeah, I had to read Jabberwocky 1 to remember shit about this part. But anyway.
私がどこにいようが関係ない。
そうだけど、でも。
でも意外だ。
何？
私のイメージだと、君は異性に声なんてかけられないような人間だと思ってた。
それは。
Or I could be wrong, because Yuki here is so aggressive. She's usually angry when she sees that kind of face. A while since I read the Beyond.
ごめん、前言撤回。私のイメージだと、人間に声なんてかけられないような人だと思ってた。
そんなこと。
そんなこと？
Yeah, this is the only time, one of the few moments I remember Yuki specifically being so belligerent here.
ないとは言わないけど。
それにしても、君はよく私に声をかけられた。だって？だんまりですか。あ、そうだ間宮くん。
はい。
ネバーノーズベストとか吸う？
あ、いや、タバコは。
そう、タバコは吸わないんだ。でもわかるぜ。君が私に声をかけたの。 私ってさ、いつからここにいたんだろう。いつから私だったんだろう。
Oh, this is the old Yuki if she's asking this kind of question.
なんてね。
はあ、みなかみさんはいつからここにいたの？
なら間宮君はいつからそこにいたの？
僕はずっと前からいたよ。
そう、私も結構前からいたけど気がつかなかった。
僕存在感ないから。
それはあるね。影薄すぎだわ。
ここから何を見てたの？
別に空見てた。
そうなんだ。
神様がね。いやさ、神様が空の色を曜日ごとになんで変えなかったのかとか考えてたわけです。
というか、曜日ごとに空の色を変える理由って？
いいじゃん、変わったってさ。
僕はそう思うけど。
けど
普通の人は困ると思うよ。
なんで？
毎日が変わりすぎるもの。見える風景が変わりすぎるでしょ。空の色が毎日変わっちゃったらさ。
いいじゃん。
みなかみさんはね。
君もだろ。
毎日の空が違ったら、毎日の風景が違ったら、多分もう少し。
もう少し？
Yuki, sometimes I think about these things. Where is the limit of the world? The very edge of the world. If such a place existed, suppose I was able to stand in that place. Could I look at the scenery from that edge just like anywhere else? If I think it's normal to wonder about these things, does that make me weird? I mean, that's the edge of the world. It's the limit of the world. If I could see that with my own two eyes, wouldn't the limit of the world become the same as my own limit? Wouldn't the world viewed from that spot be the world that I see? Wouldn't that be my world? The limit of the world would become the limit of my world. The world is that which I see, touch, and feel. Then, what is the world? What is the difference between me and the world? Is there a difference? The difference between me and the world? That is what I have to say. There's no difference between me and the world. Of that I am certain. That conviction leads me to another question. What is a world that also includes other people? If I am the world, then what about the other people? Do they have worlds too? Then are they separate worlds that don't intersect? Or is it possible for them to intersect? For all the worlds and all the souls, is it only possible for each soul to see one single world? The scene I saw at the end of the world, the limit of the world, the furthest scene. At that time, were you looking at the edge of the world too? The sky you saw at the edge of the world? The sky at the limit of the world? The furthest sky. Will I be able to see it with you? Will I be able to see the end of the same world with you? Even as we stand under different skies, we look out from under the same sky. Sometimes I think about these things. Even as I think back upon the hill covered in sunflowers. Oh yeah, I've been punching the sunflowers lately in Elden Ring. Down the rabbit hole. Down the rabbit hole. July 12th. Holy shit.
毎日が続いていく。なんかこういい感じでこの日常が永遠に続くんじゃないかと思える。朝起きて適当に学校行って適当にだべって適当にバイトして適当に遊んで全てが適当に進む感じ。でも常識的にはそんなことなんかありえないと知っている。私の目の前でよだれを垂らして寝ている中年のおっさんだって、その頃は毎日が今の私みたいにいい感じな今が永久に続いていくような気がしていたのだと思う。
Not gonna lie. I probably think about that. I probably still am in this weird state.
でも永遠に続くと思われたいい感じの毎日に気がついたら、はい就職です、はい結婚です、はい子供です、はい家を購入しましたみたいな感じで加速的に私の知っているいい感じの毎日からこのおっさんの毎日に変わってたんじゃなかろうか。でもおっさんはこう言うかもしれない。俺は昔のままだ。気分的にはお前らは変わらんよ。気分的にはね。いやおっさん気分的にはそうかもしれないけど見てくれまで完全にさす。
Truly, it is over for me.
今のあんたは昔あっただろう若かりし頃とは違う。あんたがどう思うと時間はちゃっかりしっかりどっぷり進み、どんどん日常は濁った感じになっていくんじゃないだろうか。私の日常とおっさんの日常はやっぱり違う。おっさんの日常はなんか得体の知れないそれともおっさんは落ち着いた疲れ切った感じでこう言うかもしれない。俺もそう思ってたことがあるよ。大人になるなんて永遠にないと。でもな気がついたら皮が厚くなって皮下脂肪のことだな。今まで考えもしなかった場所から毛が生えてて指の第一関節とかなにもかかわらず大事な場所の毛が薄くなって頭だ。ああ完全なおっさんだ。私の知ってる日常じゃなくて完全におっさんの日常だ。
I look old now, but back in the day, everyone was tell us some of disco moves.
そっすか。
How about it? Wanna dance?
踊らないっす。
Hey. My eyes locked with those of the middle-aged man. His eyes were dashing. At that moment, I fell in love with... No, not really. Of course not. Wait, what's the choice here? Oh, okay. Now then, time to do what I came to do. Okay. This leads to rabbit hole 1. This is what we're gonna go for. Now then, time to do what I came to do. Today, I was going to Tower Records, a CD store in Suganomiya, to buy a new release by one of my favorite bands. Ooh. I think Tower Records still exists in Japan. It's a product of the past. I haven't heard that in a while. Oh shit. Oh shit. There's a Tower Records in Brooklyn. What the fuck, man? It's still alive. What the hell? Oh yeah. Why Tower Records stores are still thriving in Japan? It still exists in Japan. What the fuck? Holy shit. Anyway, as you can tell from my clothes, I'm totally not actually a Visual K rocker. I came to buy a new album by a famous English band. The band isn't really goth or goth lolly or anything dark like that. Actually, I think there was something called Gothic rock in England, but it's not all that dark either. It's a bit hasty to assume the word Gothic implies. My clothes are dark and black, but the blood running through my veins is white. What do you mean by this? I'm not sure where that was heading. Well, who cares about that? I bought the English rock CD. Yay. I haven't released anything in 3 years.
Oh,
Oh, crap. I can't believe I let out this feel like that in public. Oh, no.
oh,
I can't believe the way she was looking at me. Oh, no, 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 no. Just because I made some noise and struck a pose didn't mean she needed to stare at me.
あれ、確か、
From the class next door. Takashima Sakura-san, I think.
高島ザクロさんでしたっけ？
こんにちは。
あ、どうも。
今日はなぜこんな場所に？
いや、別にこれといって理由はないんですけど、あれっすかね、買い物してその後、意味もなく歩いてた系みたいな。というか、この沿線に住んでたら手っ取り早く買い物するなら杉宮じゃない？遠出するなら新宿まで出ることもあるけど。
そうですか。よかったです。
よかったですか？
Remember, hours before encountering Yuki here, he was shitposting in their fucking message board about like the end of the world and all that shit. She already had the mental breakdown at this point.
は
I mean,
い。あなたに会えてよかったです。
man, maybe I should have went with Looking Glass Insect. No, actually I didn't. Earlier I did try. I did load up in Looking Glass Insect, and I thought to myself, I don't want to go through this again, so I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to do that again. Looking Glass Insect, man, holy shit. And also there are a lot of things I can't stream, so yeah, that's so fucked up, man. That's so fucked up, man.
はあ、そんなもんでしょうか。
はい。これも導きかも。
導き？
What? Providence.
高島さんとあまり言葉を交わした記憶もないけど。あるっけ？
いや。そうですね。そうかも。
Oh yeah, this is the new.
でも、私はあなたのことをよく知ってましたよ。
Yeah, this is the new Yuki at this point.
そうなん？
Why? Did I do something unnecessary and make another enemy?
なんか私、またしでかしましたか？
なぜですか？
いや、だって私本人が記憶に薄い人間が私のことをよく覚えてるなんて、そういうのって大体怨恨の線じゃない？
私があなたに恨み？ないですよ。
Oh no. Grudges. Yeah, because I went to Looking Glass Insects a while ago. Right.
そうですか。それよかった。
私はあなたに悪い印象なんて持ってません。
そりゃよかった。
それどころか。
それどころか？
友愛内閣。
Yeah, at this point, she's like, and then talk to this guy for like fucking when all the shit went through, and I'm just like, yeah, you know what, whatever.
え？
What? What just happened?
力分けておきます。あなたには。
Holy shit, she's getting ready for the spiral matai. Holy shit.
力何それ。
Besides that, I was just kissed with some girl from another class who I hardly even knew.
これからすごいことが起きますからね。
Oh shit.
すごいこと？
Wait a second. She wasn't satisfied with a kiss? She wants to do something amazing to me? By something amazing, she means...
貝合わせとかすか？
貝合わせ？
なんでもないです。そんで高島さんが言うところのすごいことって何？
Wait, I actually don't remember what very bad this is. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay. I'm not gonna talk about that right now.
空はいっぱいいっぱい。
空が何でいっぱいいっぱいなの？
不安な言葉。
She was trying her coat. She was trying, you know, she was trying to elicit a response from Yuki from that book.
空いっぱいの不安な言葉。
不安とかじゃなくて不安な言葉ですか？
That would have kind of made sense if she said the sky is full of anxiety. But what did she mean by anxious words?
なんかかっこいい表現っすね。
別に比喩ではないのだけど。
Bro, bro, do you read? She really meant it. Well, let's ignore that for now.
んでそれがどうったの？
それを受け入れつつあるから。
I didn't really get what she meant. What was she talking about?
誰が受け入れたん？
世界が。
I took a step back and thought to myself, her clothes. I know that style.
腕熟系。
No. I really didn't know either. Okay. I'm not gonna bother about that. It's a particular reference I'm not familiar with. Let's think about the real essence of this style. I know it. The style is a metaphor for darkness. For the darkness.
V 系だ。
何が？
ビジュアル系だ。
はあ。言い直さなくてもわかりますけど。
いやね、そういうの好きなんかなーって。
I was going to say she was cosplaying Maki Shoujo or Shakigan, but I figured she would get angry if I said that.
不安な言葉。そしてそれを受け入れた世界。それが何と同じかわかる？
わかりかねます。
これから死ぬ人間の心。だから、世界は終わる。
I took a second to organize my thought. Something amazing isn't tribalism. Something amazing. The end of the world. I understood. I understood instantly.
はあ？
信じられないと思うけどね。でも守るから。
ザクロちゃん。
Oh no, no, no. They're getting ready for the spiral matai. Holy shit.
この人は？
Oh, this BGM, man. Holy shit. This fucking BGM. When you hear this, this is like it's the whole fucking it's my own invention. It's the whole summary of it's my own invention when you hear this BGM, man. Takashima-san said something weird, and then two strange girls appeared behind her. It was scary how they were glaring at me. It looked like they were mad about something. Oh, what?
部外者に何をしているの？
ごめん。でもこの人は大丈夫。
Fine? Fine for what?
あまり感心しない。
You gotta ask her if she likes dogs. I really don't approve.
わかってる。
Oh, wait.
もう少し
that's
自
her
覚
line.
を持ってほしいわ、ザクロちゃん。
More importantly, who are these people? Her sex partners? And that's why she suddenly kissed me? Then the reason why she knew me so well, even though I didn't know her, was because she was after my body? And then her sex partners were mad because she made a pass at an outsider. Heterosexual. What the fuck is this mind? That means my chastity is in danger.
そんなこんなで私はこの辺りで。
I wonder if Yuki would actually think like this. This is Toma-san's emulation of Yuki. What the fuck?
はい。
世界は私が守るから。
Here we go. 35, 36 years old.
はい。
失敗しないはずだから。ちゃんとできるから。
ザクロ。
What? What did she just say? I organized my thoughts. So that meant 1. Takashima-san is a lesbian. This mindset, man. Those other girls are her sex. That's why they're fighting to protect world peace. I guess. Is that correct?
あれだな。マイノリティな方々だからな。世界平和とか大きなことに興味があるんだろう。
Alright. We'll go with that. I didn't really want to get involved with them.
え？あ、若月姉妹の妹、司？
I cannot remember why Hasaki is here. This is some shit I need to read in Jabberwocky 1 or 2. No, the entire focus of 2 was like the full flashback of their childhood and shit, right? Fuck, I can't. Oh, wow. Literally like 2 or 3 years since I last did a full read through of this thing.
ユキ、
Maybe I should do a full read through.
バイト？
いや、違う。
Yeah, this is fucking Asaki, you know. She was wondering why the fuck she's trying to figure out which personality is in control of the body right now.
何言ってるの？ユキ、今日はバイトの日でしょ？
あなたは。
Oh shit. Her made up visualization of a stuffed rabbit.
誰？
誰じゃないでしょ。なんで司は覚えて私覚えてないとかあるのよ。
If I remember correctly, Asaki doesn't actually see the whole conversation with Kagami and all. So she's just looking at her. She's just looking at Tomasani, staring blankly at something else.
あるんじゃない？というか、私のこと覚えてて当然ですわ。みたいなのどうなん？
はあ、幼なじみの双子の下だけ覚えてて上覚えてないとかありえないって言ってるのよ。幼稚園からずっと一緒だからね。
そうですか。もうそんなになりますか。
それでユキ、バイトは？
残念ながらバイトは一身上の都合で休業です。
一身上の都合で休業なんてないよ。
ああ、司、もういいから。これ以上話すとバカが映るから。
そんなことないよ。
いや、それもあるかもしれない。司のバカさが映る。痛い。司のことを悪く言うと殴るわよ。
お姉ちゃん。
もう殴ってるし。そんで若月姉妹は何をやってるの？私たちは部活の帰りよ。あなたとは違うの。何が違うんですか？同じ人間じゃないですか。誰があんたなんか人間と認めるか。なら神？司、もう帰るわよ。鏡は相変わらずツンツンしてるね。
名前わかってるのに。
いやさ、私ってツンデレだからさ。
ユキ、人に意地悪する口実がツンデレとは言わないんだよ。
そっか。
お姉ちゃんにとってユキはずっと目標だったから。だからもう少しユキもお姉ちゃんに優しくしてあげるといいと思う。
司が私に優しくしてくれるなら考えるかな。
ユキ。
ほらほら、司の胸ってこんなに柔らかいし。
Wait, I can't remember if fucking Hasagi hears that shit. It's so weird if Hasagi's hearing her brother say your boobs are so soft. What the fuck? Well, wait. Well, considering the hill of sunflowers, then peak fiction, as they say.
ダメ。下はダメ。冗談にならないってば。
痛い。アホか。貴様。いやね。司にいたずらすると鏡が戻ってくるかなと思って。何よそれ。なんでしょうね。また私をからかおうと。そうかもしれませんね。
本当はみんなで一緒に帰るためだよね。
え？
そうだよね、ユキ。
みんなで帰る？
そうだよ。せっかく家がお隣同士だし、昔はよく学校に一緒に行ってたじゃない。
昔でしょ。
でも今だっていいじゃない。
まあいいわ。最近あんまりユキと話してないし。
みんなで帰ろうよ。
Yeah, maybe I should read Jabberwocky 1 on When the World Ends, quote unquote. Shit, I really forgot. I really forgot shit, man. Anyway, walking home, I wasn't planning on heading back yet.
さあ、帰ろう。
I went back the way I'd just come, rocking back and forth with the movement of the plane. I suppose it's my fault for getting up so late, though. Well, it's not a big deal. Remember, at some point, Tomasane, not Tomasane, Mamiya switches control of the body, and he witnesses Spiral Mapai. So this happens in between this and going home. Anyway, my only real goal was to go buy the CD. I didn't have anything else to do in particular, so there was no reason I couldn't go home. No reason at all. That said, my days off are short. Too short. And every other day is ridiculously long. My days off pass by in the blink of an eye. Just sun hung low in the sky. The sky doesn't change colors based on the day, but it does change based on the time. The sky slowly changed from blue to yellow, and then eventually dyed the buildings purple. What a beautiful sunset. Just looking out at the unchanging scenery made my body feel utterly exhausted. The sunset was a little invigorating. Oh, no. Takaji should have control in a few minutes or some shit, because he has to witness the suicide. Anyway. But maybe that's just because the sunlight was going directly into my eyes, banishing my fatigue. The sunset was pretty, but it wasn't kind on my eyes. I looked out the window at the scenery, which was beautiful and yet harsh on the eyes. Flowed from right to left, right to left. It flowed and flowed. And as the scenery flowed, the shades of purple amongst it continued to darken.
そういえば、さっきユキって誰かと話してなかった？
Yeah, she's talking to. This is Hasugi literally asking her this.
まあね。
Because I remember she was Hasugi was following Oma-san at this point or some shit.
なんか隣のクラスの高島さんっていたじゃない？いきなり私に話しかけてきたんだわ。
高島さん？ユキって高島さんと面識あったの？
そんなわけないじゃん。私は若月姉妹みたいな社交的じゃないもん。
何言ってる？表面上うまく取り繕うような社交性は私たちよりはるかに上でしょうが。
Oh wow, he's so mad.
でも高島さんとなるべく仲良くしてもらえると嬉しいな。
それってどういうこと？
なんかね、高島ザクロって子ね、隣のクラスでいじめられてるみたいなのよ。
へえ。
なんか一時期はいじめもなくなったって話だけど、最近またいじめが始まっているみたいで。
Okay. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, Hasugi's kind of close to the class. I can hear this shit.
ユキなら彼女みたいな人にも優しくしてくれるかなって。
そうか。もちろん必要以上に避けたりはないんだけど、でも私から積極的にっていうのはないかな。
ユキも高島さんは苦手なの？
私は人間全般が苦手だよ。人嫌いは昔からだし。
Not gonna lie, relate.
でも私たちとはこうやって話してくれる。
そりゃ昔から、それこそ子供の時代から一緒じゃない。
ユキは私たちのお兄ちゃんだった。
Oh shit goes hard. Holy shit. This is fucking this is fucking Hasugi blowing up for a second here. Because I know she Hasugi's playing along when, oh, you know, from Jabberwocky 1, she's playing along, you know, when the personality was talking about the Wakatsuki sisters and all that shit. But this is fucking Hasugi being like, I guess my big brother only child or some shit.
それいつ聞いてもひどいな。
だって昔はユキって髪の毛短かったし、ズボンしか履かないし、なんと言っても喧嘩で誰にも負けたことなかったし。
Yeah, I love rereading this shit. You know what? Maybe I should do a full reread of this. Although I'm probably not gonna upload or stream it, because you know, there's a lot of people already uploaded Skibidi Hibi Furenzoku Sonzai that out. It's not like my insights are particularly unique, but well, I do want to record my own thoughts and remember them once in a while. This is straight up Hasugi, man.
それはただ動きやすかっただけで。
言葉遣いだって男の子そのものだったじゃない。
それはなんていうかな。
Yeah, this is straight up Hasugi just talking to This is her missing her big brother.
大体女の子が習い事で武道なんてやらないし、少なくとも私たちがあなたがある日突然スカートを履いてきた時まで男だと思ってた。
But this particular sentence is just like her Tomasani's brain trying to reconcile the entire fucking conversation that the Yuki person out. It's kind of weird how that works. Like a part of your brain is just like fucking trying to reconcile the truth of the world, you know, that this is Yuki who's controlling Tomasani's body, and then your brain just makes up the shit, so it wouldn't have the inconsistencies of their world.
いつも私たちを守ってくれる王子様が実はお姫様なんて。
Yeah,
少し複雑な心境だった。
I kind of doubt that fuck, this is fucking Hasaki actually said this shit. I kind of doubt she actually said this shit. This is Tomasani's brain trying to reconcile shit. But I can't remember the full extent when Hasaki's playing along.
そんなこと言われましても、まさかそんな風に思われてたなんてずっと知らなかったから。
あなたが知らなくても私たちにとってあなたは王子様だった。喧嘩だけじゃなくてスポーツも勉強も万能で。
Yeah, but this feels like a line that Hasaki would say. So mixed in the whole conversation are things that I think Hasaki would actually say, and some things are like consistency lines, so that, you know, Yuki would interpret everything as Yuki instead of as Hasaki trying to speak to Tomasane.
まったく今のあなたを見る限りその時の私の気持ちを返してほしいぐらいだわ。
私の気持ち？何それ？
なんでもないわよ。男だと思ったからいろいろと気を使ったということよ。
If you put this into the context of fucking Hasaki, the fucking scene at the roof, and I mean, you gotta be critical when you're reading Kagami's and Sakasa's lines, because either one of them is Hasaki actually speaking her thought, or just fucking Tomasane trying to translate shit, or I'm pretty sure there's some awareness in Tomasane's subconscious about like whatever the fuck Hasaki is thinking or some shit. So you gotta always be careful when you're reading Kagami and Sakasa's lines in Down the Rabbit Hole 2. One is a different story because one is in a different world layer where you could think of Kagami and Sakasa as actual people, but there are also, from what I remember from my last read through of one, there's some fucking lines about like them make better consistency when you think of parts of Kagami and Sakasa is actually just Hasaki. Some of course were just made up by almost 99.
そんな気を使われていたような気はしないんだけどな。
そんなの知らないわよ。私は私なりに気を使ったの
I'm
よ。
hungry.
そのぐらい察しなさいよ。
はあ。
Takashima Zakuro. I didn't know her very well, but she always seemed like a really lonely person. I definitely remembered her being ignored by people in the past. Maybe you can call that bullying. All this thinking was making me tired, So this is when the personality persona switch happens, I guess. Yeah, this is how the persona switch.
ユキ、降りるわよ。ほら。
え、
また寝ぼけて。ほら。
Yeah, to match the consistency of scenes, the personality switch happened when she fell asleep. What I don't remember if Asaki continued, because I really need to go back and read Jabberwocky 1 to remember if it matches the consistency of things. I wonder if someone actually made a fucking timeline of things, you know, what actually was happening in World 2 in a straightforward way. I mean, I know as much as the surface layer narrative isn't like the most interesting thing about this, but it's still kind of like it's an interesting thought to go through the story. But I mean, that's the point of Down the Rabbit Hole 2 was like you're trying to, after going through Down the Rabbit Hole 1, and then you go through Down the Rabbit Hole 2, which is suspiciously similar to 1, but a lot of things that are different, and there's like all that mystery shit going on. And at that point, you're probably thinking about what's going on with the narrative. Why is it so confusing? What the fuck is going on? But you know, as you progress, you learn that maybe the narrative isn't the best thing to go through, but you know, I mean, isn't the most important thing to go through in this visual novel. But it's like sometimes you want to have those consistencies. You want to figure out which ones are moments when you hear like Hasaki's thoughts, for example. Like earlier, I do believe some thoughts of I know Hasaki's typically represented by Sakasa, and but you know, sometimes I think some of Kagami's lines are like the more aggressive thoughts that sometimes they represent the more aggressive thoughts that Asaki has, instead of like the more timid and shy thoughts that Tsukasa would say. But anyway, let's continue.
うん。
はあ、そのまま駅通過するところだったわよ。
うん。なんか気がついたら寝てた。
Might end stream and dinner, then come back to listen. But let's probably try to at least end at 5, 7. So I'll probably end stream at 7. Then I'll come back after dinner.
よくもまあ手すりにぶら下がりながら寝れるわね。寝るの得意。何を得意げに。
最近疲れてるのか、知らない間に寝てるんだよね。こうスーって意識がなくなって時間が飛んでる感じ。
あんたほど時は金なりって言葉と無縁な人間も珍しいわね。
なんか知らない間にすっかり日も暮れてるしね。
そんなことよりもそろそろ夏休みだね。
そうか、期末試験終わったんだから夏休みか。
夏休みの予定は？
By the way, fucking read Hinamatsu, man. That's some good shit. Some good shit. And you know, read fucking Hinazakura's round. Just round, man. Just round. Anyway.
寝るだけでしょ？
そんなこともないよ。いろいろとやることは多い。
なら何するのよ。
起きたり朝食いただいたり歯磨いたり顔を洗ったりお茶飲んだり。夏休みはもうそれこそやることだらけ。
その後よ、起きてご飯食べて歯磨いて顔洗って、そんで
どうしよう。もう一度寝ようかしら。
本当にそんなのなのね。
鏡は？
私は夏期講習よ。さすがにいつまでも部活に顔出せないもの。
そんなもんですかね。
あんたこそ少しは勉強しているの？
少しも。
はあ、昔は才女と言われてたのに。
20歳過ぎればただの人と言うじゃない。
ならまた頑張りなさいよ。
善処します。
何がおかしいのかな。
いやね、なんかさ、なんかこうやってみんなで歩くの久しぶりだなって。
You know, this is like this really hits hard when you think this either Hasaki or Hasaki's not. I can't remember anymore if this is actually Hasaki here or it's just her. It's just Thomas-san emulating Hasaki.
そう。
うん。あの頃は私もお姉ちゃんもユキが男の子だと思ってたんだよね。
その話はもういいでしょ。
髪の毛短かったしズボンだったし、あと貧乳でしたからね。
当たり前でしょ。小学生から巨乳なわけないでしょ。
あの頃ってユキってすごく喧嘩強くて、お姉ちゃんと私を守ってくれた。
暴力だけが取り柄でした。
勉強だってできたわ。クラスどころか学年でも、多分学区内だって一番だった。
だからさ、子供の時少し頭がいいだけの子って多いからさ。
あんたがサボっただけじゃない。
お姉ちゃん、
どんな理由があるにしても。
そうだね。でもいいじゃん。それは本人が困ることだしさ。私がダメになったって別に鏡が怒ることじゃないよ。
当たり前じゃない。私が怒ることなんて何もない。ただあんたみたいにダラダラ生きてるのは見てて不愉快だわ。
そんな殺生な。世の中にはいろいろな人間がいて当たり前でね。それにいちいち不愉快だって反応されてもさ。
いろいろな人のことなんて言ってないわよ。あんたが不愉快なだけよ。
お姉ちゃん。そうだ。明日も一緒にみんなで学校行こうよ。
なんでそこでソーダになるの？
だってこうやって久しぶりにみんな一緒なんだからさ。
そこからなぜ明日一緒に学校に行くことになる？
それにユキって最近学校サボりがちでしょ？
って聞いてないし。そんなサボってないよ。
サボってるよ。
あれはね、ちゃんと遅刻と休む日数を計算して授業を落とさないように休んでいるのだよ。
You know what? I suddenly randomly remembered Takumi here because he had like a fucking spreadsheet about like what days I can go and what days I should skip to meet the bare minimum.
あれって遅刻3回で休み1回なんだっけ？
そうそう。さらに言うと4分の1休むと試験内容に関わらずその授業の単位は落とすことになるわけよ。
そうなんだ。
でもね、実は4分の1以下の休みの場合は試験に影響を与えないわけなんだな。
そうなんだ。
って何こいつの言うことに感心してるのよ。
いや、そうなんだなーと感心しちゃって。
そんな話を細かく知ってるのはだいたい授業を落としてダブる危険がある人間だけなんだからさ。
そんなでもないよ。
うるさい。とりあえず何が何でも休もうとするな。
じゃあユキ。
Something. Anyway.
明日は一緒に行こうね。
でも多分私は寝てるが。
起こしに行くよ。
そうね。帰 こしなさいよ。
質問なんだけど、なんで起こしに来るだけなのに覚悟とか必要になるのかな。
そりゃもうねえ
来んな。
そんなの冗談だよね、お姉ちゃん。そうね、冗談なんじゃないかしらね。
なんでそんな含み笑いする。さてさて今日は
I took out the CD I bought. I bought a rock CD today. Rock. But this is an album by that band that led the British pop movement years and years ago. So it's not rock, but pop music. What's the difference between rock and pop? In my mind full of questions, I put the CD into the player and closed it.
あれ、なんだこの CD。
The music that came from the CD player wasn't rock or pop, Brit pop. It was
アニメソングだ。
anime song. Oh shit. So the term any song wasn't invented at 2012 yet.
ほう。
I checked the CD. Written there was, it's the name of the voice actor.
おほ。
Why did I bite it? Did he stop fidgeting? I was supposed to hang like a painting on my wall. And I'm fidget playing around with the thing that you're gonna use to hang the thing on the wall. Okay. So the switch already happened. Actually, the time when she fell asleep. That was the time when Takuji took control of the body.
人気声優ファーストアルバム。
I switched my bag with someone else's. Maybe I accidentally grabbed someone else's bag on the train.
いや、もしかして鏡の嫌がらせとか。許せん。
I ran to the phone and yelled at Kagami, but she ripped my ear off in return. It sounded like she wasn't involved. My rock CD. Bro, I was having a schizo episode, you know. San. Who? This voice. So, this is Hasagi trying to wake up Tomasane. Oh shit, you saw that? Oh, that's Hasagi there. Holy shit. This is, oh, right, is
ユキ。
so this is so this is Hasagi, and she brought her fucking rabbit. So fucking rabbit, which is represented by Kagami, also known as Mirror.
ユキ、起きなきゃダメだよ。いつまでも寝ていると遅刻しちゃうよ。朝なんだから起きなきゃダメだよ。ユキってば。起きようよ。
Wait a second. I cannot remember the date when there was a day when Tomasane, the old Yuki, you know, that was the day when they did some things on their self. I don't know how does it work. I don't know. Some they have mental sex. I don't even know how that shit works. Let's not think about that shit. I think that was the night. It happened on the same night. Okay? Anyway.
もうじゃないってば。また遅刻しちゃうよ。またいびきかいてる。仕方ないな。どきなさい。
So I can imagine Cassidy fucking rabbit over or it could also be literally Hasagi doing this.
起きたらいた、折れる背骨が。ユキ、早く起きないと怪我しちゃうよ。いやー、怪我すると思うならやめさせてください。ダメよ、やめたらまた寝ちゃうでしょ。昔からあなたの行動は進化ないもの。寝ない、もう寝ない所存。頼みますから布団の上で正座しないで。ダメよ、口でいくら言ってもちゃんと起きないと信じられないからね。あんたバカか。なんですって、起こしに来てあげたのに逆ギレ。こっちがキレるわよ。いや、違う、いや、やめ、なんかグリグリすると。お姉ちゃん、司は黙ってなさい。このバカが起きるまでやるんだから。お姉ちゃん、背中に乗ってたら起きられないと思うよ。ああ、そうか。そういう説もあるか。説じゃない、誰がどう見ても事実。うるさいわね。だいたいそんな重くないでしょ。重いわ。そんなでもないわよ。もういいから降りてあげようよ、お姉ちゃん。
Actually, I'm not surprised that this is literally Hasagi here.
私は死ぬかと思いました。
ごめんね、痛かったよね。
Yeah, I can imagine that was actually Hasagi who went there.
いいのよ、ユキは大げさなんだから。
重量級。すぐ殴る。
Yeah, this is Hasagi.
あなたが失礼なこと言うからよ。
でもまあ、ユキは理由つけてすぐ寝るから仕方がないところもあるよ。
仕方がないわけがあるか。起こすたんびに背中に乗られたのでは命がいくらあっても足りんわ。
でもさ、ユキがちゃんと起きれば命は一つで十分だよ。
と言いますか、起きない場合は命は一つじゃ足りないのでしょうか。
そうなるのかな。
若月姉妹はアホ組織ですか。
そんな大掛かりな組織じゃないよ、二人だし。
遅刻ばかりして単位足りなくなって卒業できなくなればいいんじゃないの。
そんなこと言ってお姉ちゃんが一番ユキのこと気にしているのに。
そんなこと。
うわ、もうこんな時間。早く起きないと遅刻しちゃうよ。
ああ、いい、わかった。とりあえず朝はチンコが立ってるから部屋の外に出て行ってください。
何よ、ユキは女の子でしょ。
Yeah, I think this is Kagami replying this shit. Because if Kagami hears this shit, I think, I mean, Hasagi, if this is Hasagi, I think this is Hasagi replying this shit. Because Hasagi's like, he's trying to determine which personality she's talking to, and she gets this is Yuki, and she's like, no, what, Yuki, you're a girl.
女の子だって心にチンコぐらい持っているわ。
心なら見えないから大丈夫じゃないかな。
それ以前に心のものなら制御しておけよという話だと思う。
とりあえずユキの言葉を信じて私たちは外で待ってるからね。でもちゃんと着替えなきゃダメだよ。
Oh shit. Is this the one where she actually gets up like several hours later instead of actually?
朝から背中に乗ってくるとは非常識なやつだ、鏡は。
I have to read that. Yeah, but only one.
昔はもっと優しい少女だったのに、どうしてあんな破天荒な行動に出るようなおばさんになってしまったのでしょうか。
何がおばさんよ。
聞こえてる？
当たり前でしょ。
と言いますか、鏡さん、ドア越しに耳当てて聞いていませんか？
だって好きあらばユキはすぐ寝ちゃうでしょ。小学校の時一度 勇気が起きるっていうのを信じて
Oh no, sorry, that was a flashback. It wasn't like she actually did
だ
that.
から。
それはそこまで待っている鏡にも問題があると思うけどな。
あなたが信じろと言うから信じたんでしょ。
だからって4時間以上も普通待たないと思うけど。
でも待ってる途中でお姉ちゃんは寝ちゃったから。
ならお互い良かったのではないでしょうか。
そんなわけないでしょ。あなたがそうなんだから、私はあなたに優しくなんかしないって決めたんだから。
さてとシャワーシャワー。
だからそんな時間ないでしょ。
時間があるかないかとか関係ないよ。シャワー浴びないことには始まりませんがな。
関係あるわよ。遅刻したら私たちが起こしに来た意味ないでしょ。
そんなことない。参加にこそ意味はある。
こんなもん参加して何の意味があるの。
健全なる精神は健全なる肉体に宿るって言うじゃん。
アホか。なんであんたを起こしに来ると健全な体になるのよ。
そう思うことが大事なの。
うるさい。行くわよ。
Agami pulled my hand forcefully.
うわぁ、とりあえずパンツを履かせて。
ゆき、下半身丸出しなの。
だからシャワーを浴びる気満々でして。は
Agami sighed.
わかりました。ゆきの望み通りシャワー浴びてもいいでしょう。
あ、さすが鏡は話がわかりますね。まるで昔の優しい鏡に戻ったみたい。
さあ、司行くわよ。
このバカ置いておいて。ひどい。
だったらさっさとシャワー浴びろ。
せっかくシャワー浴びたのが台無しだよ。
ゆき、もう少しゆっくり走ってもらえると嬉しいかな。お姉ちゃんも大変そうだし。
Think about this for a second. Asagi is running with a giant rabbit claw.
このぐらい平気よ。
鏡はそう言ってるわけですが、
お姉ちゃんの痩せ我慢なんだよ。
そうか、痩せ我慢でついてきますか。さすがは鏡ですな。実は結構私は本気で走ってるのに。
もしかして私たち置いてきぼりにするつもりだったのかな。
そんなことはありません。ただ鏡が倒れたら鏡の看病も兼ねて喫茶店かどこかで休もうかなと思ってただけだった。
そんなことしたらせっかく走ったのが台無しになっちゃうでしょ。
だがそれがいい。
いいわけないでしょ。
ゆきはそんなに学校が嫌いか
大嫌いかな。
あんなに昔は成績良かったのに。
今では真ん中少し下を爆走中です。
真ん中少し下ってそれのどこが爆走になるのよ。
いやね、気分だけは大爆走な感じなんでね。
な。でもね、私でも少し腹が立つんだよ。
お、突然何が？
だって勝ち逃げみたいじゃん。
勝ち逃げ？誰が？
だって子供の時はユキってすごく頭良くて、私たちはよく比べられて散々肩身が狭い思いをしてきたのに、今じゃ全然ユキはやる気なし。まるで勝ち逃げだよ。
So my brain was trying to remember all the shit that was happening in Milwaukee too, and you know, this is this entire thing about Kumasana being smart enough, and now it's like being a delinquent and all. It's like the regression is caused by guilt and all that shit, I was thinking Ken probably has to feel partly responsible, but anyway, I'm overthinking right now.
でも今は私の方がバカなんだからいいじゃん。
そうでもないよ。私たちはユキの肩身が狭くなるほど成績も良くないし。
そうね、なんやかんや言って私たちと同じ学校受かってるし。
いや、あれはたまたまでね。今は本当に授業についていくのですらやっとだから。次の進路とかではそのまぐれも続かないってばさ。
前もそんなこと言ってた。進学はそんな簡単じゃないって。でも簡単に受かってた。
Shit, I remember Hasaki becomes a fucking researcher. I can remember she does one like that.
それはたまたまでね。世の中そんな簡単なことばかりじゃないって。
そういうのが嫌味だっていうのよ。だから今回の夏休みはすごく勉強してやる。じゃないとすぐにあんたに追いつかれちゃうから。追いつかれないくらい勉強して今度こそあんたをバカにしてやるんだから。
買いかぶりすぎだよ鏡。
そういえばそろそろ夏休みだけど、ユキは学校が大嫌いだから。
いや、別に鬱陶しい授業は全部サボるから休みにな。
ユキはどれだけ自由人なんだか。
自由って素晴らしい。どうでもいいけど走りながら喋るの少しやめない？
お、さすがに弱めですか。
違うわよ。
Oh, is that Sakura? She's already done. The lazy ass
危うく遅刻するところだったよ。
thing.
危ない、危なかったわ。ユキ遅い。
なんで私の手には若月姉妹のカバンがあるんでしょうか。
じゃんけんに負けたからでしょうが。
じゃんけんで負けた人間が荷物を持つと言い出したのはユキだったよ。
だって鏡が走るのつらいつらいって言ってたから新ルールを導入しようかと思って。あれだよ、新ルールはいつだって敗者復活ののろしなんだよ。
誰も敗者じゃないわよ。
でもそんな大変だったお姉ちゃんが負けたらどうしたのかな。
うん、その時は鏡だけが遅刻だね。
その場合はカバンがないから遅刻しなくても私たちだってまずいんじゃないかな。
なら全員遅刻でいいんじゃないかな。
全然ダメじゃない。あれ、
どうしたのお姉ちゃん。
いやね。
Oh yeah. At this point, they already reached the gate, and yeah, I remember one of the personalities is already active at this time, simultaneously active at this time, and yeah, I remember one of the personalities is also active at this time, and they noticed something. They noticed something weird already at this point, if I remember correctly.
うん？
Kagami was talking so animatedly before, but the second she reached the school gate, she stopped short. For some reason, she was glaring at the school building. Until actually, Ayana is talking to one of the personalities. You know what? Yeah, I had to go back to Jabberwocky. Or this is it's my own invention kind of thing. I think it's Ami Atakaji's active here at this point. Anyway, wonder what was up. Even if it was nothing, her face scared me. It looked really scary, the way she was glaring at the building. I think it's Mami Attack.
どうした鏡？なんで校舎にメンチなんぞ切ってるの？
はあ？なんで私が朝っぱらから校舎にそんなことしなきゃいけないのよ。
してたもん。なんかすげえ目つきだった。
Because I remember,
すげえやっきめ。
at this point, these two were talking to another personality.
そんなすごい目つきじゃないよ。多分。
それで？なんか気になるの？
なんでもない。
Yeah, their subconscious is, yeah. They're talking to another personality at this point. And then suddenly Tsukasa started looking at the building the same way. Two of them glared at the building. I might be stating the obvious here, but this was unusual for them. Who were they staring at the school we've been going to for years? I don't understand.
なんだよ、双子で不気味な連中だな。どうした司まで？
なんでもないよ。
なんでもないって顔でもないんですが。
司、お姉ちゃん、なんだろう。
変な感じ？
I looked at the school building again. The building seemed like it was 10 or 20 years old. The design wasn't really out of the ordinary, and nothing had changed from yesterday. I would have understood their reaction if it had been transformed into the futuristic building C that only looked like our school building, but could actually transform into a robot. But I really didn't see anything wrong.
別に変わった感じなんかしないけど。
そうなんだけど。
急ごう。もうチャイムが鳴る時間。
The second bell, or I don't know how Japanese schools work, but the bell already rang. Maybe that was the bell for 5 minutes before they had to leave. The same scenery, nothing had changed at all. But something about the rays of the summer sun and the deep blue sky felt a little off. That was all.
どうしたんだろう。なんか学校中ざわついてるよ、お姉ちゃん。
何かあったのかな。
何を立ち止まっているのかな。遅刻したいのですか、二人とも。
ごめん。
待って。
Remember, Mami Takuji was also active during this point. This girl kind of looks like Ayada. They're kind of lazy with their design, but you know, whatever. I opened the classroom door. The same classroom as always. The same faces as always. But still, something was different. The classroom was loud and chaotic.
やっぱり3組のらしいよ。なんか聞いたんだけど、他の学校のやつと一緒にだったみたいだよ。
Oh shit, yeah, they were talking about the spiral map events.
マジで？
You know what I
マジで
mean?
そんなことあるの？超怖え。
んで、それって誰？知らない？いるじゃん。あのさ、すげえ目立たねえ。なんか髪がすげえ長くて黒い女。黒い？お菊人形みたいなやつだよ。3組と合同授業になるとさ、いるじゃん。長い髪でおかっぱの。無駄に巨乳の呪音みたいな雰囲気の。そうそう。呪音みたいな感じの少しヤバそうな。いつも一人でいた。ああ、いたいた。
でもさ、3組の白山くんに続いてじゃない？なんか怖いよね。
Yeah, the guy jumped off. No, he didn't jump off. He actually he fell because he was tripping on drugs. Yeah, this guy was tripping on drugs.
でも、あれは事故じゃない。
でもさ、あれってばついこの間じゃん。怖いよね。こんな短期間にこんなことばかり。
While this was happening, Mamiya was having like his mind was like exploding or some shit. He was getting so paranoid at this point. Holy shit.
お姉ちゃん。
うん。
おはよう。
She's still a mystery.
さあ、
She's still a mystery. I still don't get her even up to now. Is she actually real? Like, or is she like the same as like Ayana? Because we know she exists in the first world. Like, what the fuck is Mew? Like, I don't get what the fuck she was. Because she's able to.
あ、君って。
なんで名前覚えてくれないかな。岩田美優だよ。
そうだった。
Or at least it sounded right.
今日も可愛い二人連れてるんだね。
If she, you know, if she's in the real world, she's referring to both, fucking, Asaki and the doll.
可愛い二人？
She gazed at Kagami and Tsukasa. So, yeah, she was looking at those two. So, it looked completely normal. Why did she call them that? I thought Miu was friends with Kagami and Tsukasa. Oh, she was referring to the real life. Yeah, she's referring to Hasaki and the doll.
それより、この状況って何があったの？
まあね。なんかね。
なんか？ねえねえ、隣のクラスに高島っていたじゃない？
高島さん？
昨日ユキが話してたっていう高島さんかな。
I'm really hungry, but I have to go. But I have 30 minutes to go.
高島さんがどうしたの？
Takashima-san for the next class over. The girls I met yesterday in Sukinomiya.
高島が自殺したんだよ。
Yo!
そんな。
自殺？
Takashima-san committed Sudoku?
さ、高島さんって隣のクラスの高島ザクロさん。そうそう、少し暗い感じのする子いたじゃない？おかっぱの黒髪の。あの子、昨日の夕方、駅近くのマンションの屋上から飛び降りたらしいよ。
12階のマンションから飛び降りたからすごかったみたいだよ。他の学校の生徒2人と。
Yesterday evening, that's just a few hours after I saw her. And the two students from another school were probably those two girls that were there with her. Which means they met up there so they could go kill themselves. A cold sweat ran down my back. The palm of my back, my hand hurt. My hand had apparently balled itself up into a fist from the tension. When I opened my hand, it was damp with sweat. I see. I was terrified. I was a lot more upset than I would have expected. Well, it could also be like, well, Mamiya is also like having like is also exploding at the moment. First, I needed to calm down and think. There are plenty of ways to calm yourself down. One of those ways is to look at the situation from the perspective of an outsider. It's the way I prefer. First off, I didn't really know her all that well. It was just a girl I met. A girl who was prepared to commit suicide the same day. That's the part that made me feel uneasy. Any normal girl would have felt uneasy about that. But does it explain why I was so upset? Because Mami is exploding right now. Of course not. That's just the first part of it. There's something much more important. The kiss. I was kissed by a girl who was about to jump off the roof and kill herself. By a girl who I thought I didn't know very well. That's the reason why I was so shaken. And worse, the incomprehensible things she said after that. Those mysterious words that came out of her mouth could be taken in many different ways, depending on the interpretation.
力分けておきます。
No, she was having a schism moment here.
これからすごいことが起きますからね。空いっぱいの不安な言葉。
Those vague, philosophical, mysterious words. And after that,
私があなたに恨みないですよ。私はあなたに悪い印象なんて持ってません。
it's all coming back to my brain. All the shit she went through in Looking Glass Insect.
それどころか
It talked about her impression of me. And then, after that, what she did, suicide.
冷静にあまり深くは考えずに。
Right. It's dangerous to think too much about suicidal person's actions. You don't want to speculate on something like that. A lot of her words were definitely puzzling. They were more than enough to scare me. But they were just words about an unstable suicidal girl. It would have been absurd to take them at face value. Let's look at the situation calmly. That was just before she committed suicide, so it wasn't stable. And she just so happened to see a girl she knew from school. In other words, me. Was full of doubt and fear. And in her last moment, she just wanted to talk to someone she knew. I'm having a bad impression on you. If you thought about her situation carefully, those words of hers were important. She was being bullied. So you can think of it like this. Any person that doesn't contribute to her bullying, is a good person. Even if it was just because I never bullied her, I was still definitely a good person in her mind. Just before her death, the unbalanced girl said a lot of strange things to me. Even the fact she kissed me seemed to make sense considering the situation. So it definitely is shocking that she talked to me so casually right before she committed suicide.
水上さんとか優しいからよく高島さんに話しかけてたよね。
え
Oh no, 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 here's the inconsistencies in her brain. I couldn't remember anything like that. Well, I suppose there were a lot of people I talked to and forgotten about. It might have been one of them. It seems like most other people usually avoided her because she was that girl who gets bullied. So maybe it looked like I was her friend since I talked to her a few times without thinking about it. Things like that are always relative.
私とかよく知らないんだけど。
だけどショックだよね。だって城山くんに続いてじゃん。これって連続ってことでしょ。だいたい高島さんって。
でもその話まだ噂だよね。
Wait, give me a second. Just thinking about like her VA. Cause I play a lot of Macro VNs. My brain is like, I know this voice. Which VN? Which VN makes me think about her right now? Oh, I didn't realize that she was also Kimika's VA. Oh. No, I wasn't thinking about Kimika. Kimika. Oh, I didn't know she was in Totoro. Totoro. I didn't realize she was in Totoro. Never mind. I guess I was overthinking about like the other visual novels she was in. I don't see the names. Alright, I'm expecting. Yeah, I'm overthinking right now. Anyway, never mind.
噂？違うよ。だってみんな話しているもん。有名なんでしょ？高島さんのネットでの一連の騒動。
Yeah, she's the Skizzo poster in the message boards.
人の生死をそんな軽々しく話すべきじゃないよ。だいたいネットの騒動とかだって噂でしょ。
私はその場にいたよ。
だからってね。
だからね、ミユが言ってるのは人の死に関わる問題をそんなはしゃいで言うなってことなんじゃないの？なんでそんなに楽しそうなの？
私たちははしゃいでなんか。ひどい水上さん、楽しそうになんて私。
だって隣のクラスの人が自殺したんだよ。私ただショックで。
なんでそんなこと言うかな。
ショックですか。
待って、そろそろ先生も来るから。
私にはやたら目が嬉しそうに笑っていたように見えたけどな。
そんなひどいよ。
泣かないで。
図星を言われて罰が悪いので泣いてるのかしら？
ユキ！
鏡。
I was surprised. Kagami was glaring at me. I suppose that's what I should have expected from Kagami.
そんなことを言ってはダメよ。彼女たちに謝って。ダメだよ。ユキ、そういうの。
あ、うん。ごめん。言い過ぎた。ごめん。なんか私も少し感情が高ぶってたのかも。
あ、うん。こっちこそ。そうだよね。水上さんは高島さんと仲良かったもんね。
We really weren't friends. I laughed and sat down, and I was coming up with retorts in the inside. The smile is the most important tool in ensuring smooth human relations. I could just end it there and stop talking to her. I sat down and looked at Tsukasa and Kagami sitting next to me. It looked like they were both pretty upset. Remember, they were also kind of talking to a lot of things here. It's so weird how this works.
はいはい。皆さん座ってください。
Oh no, the sensei, holy shit. This is another perpetrator. The chatter in the classroom instantly evaporated when the teacher appeared. Of course, that wasn't because of the teacher's authority. It was just that we assumed she had the answer to the question on everyone's mind. The reason for the noise. The truth behind the rumor. In other words, did Takashima Sakura really die? Why did she end her life? And tons of other questions in that vein. The teacher stood at the podium. All eyes in the room were glued to that one spot. Is that Sakura? Anyway.
ここ近年にないぐらいの静けさだね。
If they had always paid this much attention in class, their grades would go up a lot, I bet. Jeez. It was like that time before a festival. Everyone's eyes looked so eager.
皆さん、おはようございます。
No one made a sound. Even the greeting was frustrating. You seemed to understand what everyone wanted and cut straight to the heart of the matter.
知っている人もいるかもしれませんが、昨日、隣のクラスの高島桜さんがお亡くなりになりました。本当に残念なことですが。
Tears were forming in her eyes, and for some reason, the classroom erupted in noise. The teacher didn't mention her cause of death. She had still lent some credence to the rumor. Even if the death was a suicide, the school wouldn't announce it. After all, it was difficult to determine whether a death like that was suicide, an accident, or murder. The only people who knew the truth were probably the police, family, and those at the scene of the incident. So they didn't want to announce it publicly. The school would probably try their best to sell it as an accident. If it was announced as a suicide, lots of people would search for the cause, the reason for the suicide. In other words, whether or not there was bullying involved. But in the end, had the school made the right choice in keeping quiet? At the very least, the school had already experienced one death by falling before this. The last one looked like a plain accident, but 2 deaths in a row will still cause rumors to crop up. There could be people talking about it on the internet too. And then the mass media, right, might show interest too, because they're always lacking real news to show. The school could make the situation worse by trying to cover up the facts. The younger generation knew what the way information is spread on the internet. Trying to cover something up just leads to more speculation. It was really loud. They were probably bottling it up while the teacher was talking. The chatter from before didn't even compare to the noise that was filling up the classroom. People turned and talked to the person behind them. People broke into tears. People yelled. It really was as noisy as a festival. I sat in the middle of that thinking, why people are an eyesore? You know what's an eyesore? Yeah. Anyway, I couldn't help thinking that, since it was the only thing that came to mind at that moment.
皆さん、静かにしてください。聞いてください。
The teacher tried her best to calm down the class, but the students weren't listening to a word of it. Just a little while ago, I'd seen the same scene unfold. Even if it was someone no one cared about, if that person dies, this is the result. It was really amazing. The sky was blue. So in between that scene, Mami Atakaji took control, I guess, and had, I don't know, man. Probably that because the weather was so nice. For some reason, the sky turns blue when the weather is nice.
なんでだろうね。なんで天気がいいと空が青いんだかね。そうそう天のそうそうたるは、それ生殖なるか。それ遠くして至極するところなければか。なんてね。
Her grandfather used to teach ancient martial arts at the dojo. So there was a time when I heard quotations like that every day. I forget what book it was written in, but I thought what it meant was, is the blue of the sky its true color? Or does it just look that way because it's endless? I thought it meant something like that. I wonder if this blue sky looked the same to people 2,000 years ago. I'm actually kind of surprised I remembered that. When I was a child, I thought about this color of the sky too. Why is it blue? You know, outer space is black. When you mix the black from the outer space and the white from the sun, you get blue. But if you actually mix the black and white paint together, it wouldn't really end up looking blue. It was a mystery. Not really though. It just looks blue because the ray scattering causes mostly blue light to reach Earth. Not that much. But even though I know that, I can't really explain the color of the sky. I was on the route until the first period ended. I cut class, though I always did that. The class didn't feel comfortable today, so I got out of there. Yeah, that was after Sakaji exploded. No, he didn't go have his Gizo rant yet. That was the next following day, right? But at that point, I think he could have picked everyone's reaction and all. Anyway, on what you call insensitive, I couldn't read the mood. I couldn't match the atmosphere in there, so I disappeared. I suppose I showed a little sensitivity by doing that. Which one is it? Yeah. This rooftop is my favorite place, and luckily, there's a nice shady place that stays cool and breezy, even in the middle of summer.
さてと、何をしようかな。
There wasn't much to do though. I could either listen to music or read a book. From those two options, I chose to read. The title of it was The Flying Fiend with 20 Faces. 20 faces flying through the air would be amazing. I lay down and got comfortable. Here we go.
大人じゃ綾菜さん。
Here we go, man. Nyartalep.
面白い？
っていきなり人の上に立つの禁止。
私はここにずっと立ってた。
ずっと？マジですか？
Had she really been standing there? My grandfather taught me martial arts, so I'd always been proud of my sharp senses. And yet this girl managed to slip behind me that easily?
綾菜さん、あなたは武術経験者ですな。
面白いのその本。
She ignored me.
本？ああ、これか。
面白いの？
まだ読み始めだからわかるんですよ。
Otanashi Ayana stood and looked down at me. She probably wasn't planning on moving.
あのさ、そのままの姿勢の気ですか？
うん。そのままの姿勢でいるつもり。
パンツが見えるぞ。
そうでもない。
ですな。今見えてなくてもこんな位置ですぐに見えるですぞ。
別に問題ないと思う。だってあなたは女の子ということになっているんでしょ。
女の子ということになっているんでしょうとは失礼な女だな。私はバリバリの少女だぜ。
どのあたりがバリバリなの？
そう。
No. Wasn't it a problem that this girl was always wandering around the school instead of going to classes?
あなたは授業いつも出てないな。
そうでもない。
そうでもなくはないでしょ。
ならあなたは？
私はいいんだよ。
なら同じでいい。
そうですか。
I can see Ayana-san around here a lot when I was studying class. Of course, it's not like we're actual friends that hang out together or anything. I'm happy goofing on without dragging anyone along. And she's another oddball who skips and never hangs out with anyone else. We're similar but different.
読み終わった。
児童文学だからね。1次元分の時間すら稼げなかったぜ。それより綾菜さん、そんな中腰でずっと私を眺めてて疲れないのかね。
頭に血が昇る。
そりゃそれだけ頭を下げてれば頭に血だって昇るでしょ。
でも私も本の内容が気になったから。
逆さから読んでも分かりづらいでしょ。
そうでもない。
そうですか。まったく。
I took out another book, but still, I haven't brought very many books. This kind of difficult book doesn't really suit me.
純粋理性批判。
Oh, here we go. Good reason.
なんか題名がかっこいいよね。批判って言葉ってかっこいいよね。
別に。
It kind of bugged me how she was just standing there and looking at me. I was reading a kid's book before, so I thought maybe she would go away. To read a book that was hard even for me, something like this critique of pure reason. I didn't even want to read it myself.
エロ本。興味ある。
は？
女性器が書いた哲学書。エロい。
Fucking joke, man.
何言ってるのですか、お嬢さん。
なんつうてな。
Ayana's literally talking to me right now. Wait a second. I actually remember there's a trick about this whole conversation. Some people say that Ayana's literally just isn't talking to Yuki, but she's literally talking to me. Let's start that. Tanashi Ayana-san stood and looked down at me. I wasn't planning on moving.
あのさ、そのままの姿勢の気ですか？
そのままの姿勢でいるつもり。
I had not planned on moving. So she's always in this room. I can see her underwear. No, you can't.
そうでもない。
And the reason being is he isn't talking to Yuki here. She's referring to me. Because from the CG, you can see her underwear. You're not looking at me. I don't think that is a problem. After all, you are technically what we call a girl. Are you? She's referring to Yuki, who's working as our. She's Yuki's our quote-unquote avatar for this. What do you mean? You're calling a girl? That's rude. I'm sure made it trying to be part of it. Yeah, I think she's talking. Because there are times when Ayana is literally talking to us, and she's replying. That isn't true, which we know. We know that there are some scenes that she is in class. Then what about you? Maybe she's talking to some fucking neat. Well, I personally don't need to go to classes. I'm already done with school. What are you? Fine. Blood is pushing. I'm not sure if I should be overthinking this right now. Yes, but I was interested in the book too. I wonder if she's literally referring to the pure critique of pure reason, or if she's referring to the other book. Oh no, she does mention it. Critique of pure reason. I can't remember what's written here. The word critique is cool, you know. Not really. Yeah, critique. It wasn't the cool part here. It's an ironic book. How interesting. She's making a joke to us right now. She's referring to a joke she made earlier. She made earlier to us, the audience, because you already know the joke here. A book of philosophy written by women's genitals. That's erotic. Yeah. So she's making a joke here. I'm not sure what I just heard. Refined lady. Who knows what I just said? So she's poking around. So sometimes she's talking to you, sometimes she's talking to us, the audience. But then she laughed, and it seemed like she was having fun, or so I thought. It was hard to tell when her expression didn't really change at all. Her mouth was just curved upward slightly. Well, putting that aside.
ですな、綾菜さん。昔の偉人をそんな風に言ってちゃダメだぞ。
だってこの本、カタカナでカントって書いてある。
綾菜さんはどっかのセクハラおっさんですか？
綾菜はセクハラおっさんです。
This is fucking scotchy, man.
簡単に認めるなよ。
I see. He's right. Can't does sound like the word. Does sound like cunt. I heard that pronounced it like can't in American. So that you could tell the difference. And why does this weird girl know about American slang anyway? This is literally fucking sketchy.
質問です。綾菜さん的にはキャントとか言えばいいのですか？
できないとか面白すぎ。今は年々男性の童貞率が上がっていってる。この作者もその類。
さ、カントは昔の人だから昨今の童貞事情は関係ありませんよ。と言いますか、何それ？
キャント。
あぶっ。
できない本。女性器できない本。
あのねお嬢ちゃん、そんなこと言ってるとダメだぞ。普通に無理があるし、ギャグとしてね。大体
I'm gonna finish this scene and I have to end stream. I'm so hungry, man. I wanna eat dinner.
そう、なんでそこで残念そうな顔をする。残念なことなんてないだろう。
そんなことない。残念すぎる結果。
なんで？
だって君が女性器できない本を一人屋上で読んでるなんて、あまりにかわいそうでおかしすぎ。
綾乃さん、今のは結構面白い。
そう？
The two of us bantered lightly for a while. I started reading the book. I got confused because it was so hard, but I kind of wanted to read an abstract book like this, one with no connection whatsoever to our day-to-day life. Anyway, today was that kind of day.
やっと昼飯の時間か。
I'll call it in as well. Fuck. Ooh, 2020. Holy shit. Oh yeah, because this is a new. Yeah, I accidentally my original saves got deleted. So, well, yeah, that's why. Anyway, I'll be back after dinner. Hopefully, I actually continue because part of me kind of wants to catch up with seasonals today. I mean, I already watched like 2.5D, but I think the new Kokia showed up today. I'll probably have some time. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy watching, and hopefully I do come back with more